All right, Debbie. That's the real you. You can take your one Debbie Fox out of there that ain't got the blue on it. That's the real you. I was in my last video, Deb. I was talking about how someone tried cloning your account before, and they cloned my account too. But let's get down to this serious business with this country rap stuff, man. It's blowing up. I guess some dude Johnny Gobble, some pedo and some I don't know 13 and 14-year-olds. But I want to show you a little something that's going on with this. I guess they were promoting some guy that was a country singer, a country rapper or something. And the guy was a pedo. Now I'm not sure if Johnny Gobbles got these charts or someone in that country rap thing has got uh, sex with underage kids, I guess. Which that makes sense because there was this one guy that did a video and he was claiming that there was more than one of these guys, that there was others in this country rap thing or this whole thing that was been going on, this war or whatever in there, that was somebody that had sex with underage kids, 13, 14 years old. So now it's starting to make sense. And it's starting to make sense why a lot of these people, probably with anything named Johnny on it, have been just, and their channels have been banned or shadow banned and all kinds of crap, getting attacked by people and stuff. It's all starting to make sense. I mean, I'm an idiot, but if an idiot can figure it out, I think so. And that's probably what they're trying to hide is all their arrest records. Now, like I said, there's been a couple guys on YouTube that's been making these videos saying that these guys are literally offenders uh, on both sides of the camp. Right, this whole war that's going on with Upchurch and Calhoun. I guess some of the dudes Calhoun's running with have the same charges. From what this one channel African American dude, I think he is. I don't want to be racial or anything. I just call him a dude, but just to let you know. And it's pretty crazy, but it makes sense of what's going on. Right now, are they trying to divert that from the country rap and spread it amongst someone else? No, it's him. It's him. I don't know. I'm not sure, but lock your doors just in case that they try and divert it to other things. Right? I've already had a couple of the people in here trolling and saying stupid stuff that don't add up to anything I do or whatever. But I think probably they were trolling from this country rap shit. Because once in a while I'll comment on Upchurch's channel, and I've even commented on Calhoun's channel, man. Right? I joke around a lot, respectfully. Uh, but yeah, that just shows. If you go into another community, dude, you have no idea what's going on in that community. And you go in there and you might have the same name as one of these dudes, and the next thing you know, you start getting attacked. Well, that explains it. Right? That's explaining what's probably going on. Like I watched Triple T today, uh, tonight, and they're throwing the word Johnny around a lot. Well, I hope these dude knows they're talking about Johnny Gobble, not me, not Johnny Five, not any of that. This Johnny Gobble dude. Uh, so out of respect, I was just like, man, I hope this stuff ends. This is hurting a lot of people's channels, right? People get things. I've had buddies that were taken out uh, from one misidentification. Somebody said something, and it was totally false. So I'm just warning everybody else. Uh, lock your doors and keep tight because it's just a zoo. And we have no idea. We have no disrespect against the country rappers or rappers. You some bad mofos. Uh, but we don't roll that way here. And we just want to be safe and keep other people safe. And it sucks uh, that music community is having so much trouble. Um, but it happens in every music community. So let's take a little check at this. Let's check this out. Which this is pretty, like I said, I went in there really respect. I've been watching Triple T for a while. I've been watching Upchurch for a long. I'm always commenting on his channels. I've commented over there at what's his name, Calhoun's channel and stuff. He's from Chicago and stuff. But I want to listen to what's going on here, and this is big. And there's others, right? Like Triple T, I think is exposing many people. That's going on. Maybe he might be, but let's listen to just a little bit of this. I'm gonna post his channel in my chat. Let me see where the part is. Let's open this up.
Just turned 18. We're talking about a 13-year-old girl.
There's no excuse for it. 18, 17. If the dude was 16, he was still a sick fuck.
Yeah, because the girl he probably wasn't even in puberty yet.
She said no.
Or just started it.
She said fucking no. She said no. She didn't want to.
Yeah, this is crazy stuff. This is pretty crazy stuff. I'm not going to play the whole thing out of the respect of Triple T and the rest of these guys. But he was talking about a 13-year-old and a 14-year-old were forced to get on their knees and do. I was like, oh, that's it. I'm out. I hope they change this Johnny Gobbles dude's name to something else, so all the rest of these channels don't be harassed or trolled by these dudes. But I didn't need to hear anymore. It explained everything that was going on. And maybe it's true, like some of us were thinking, well, something's going on over there, so be safe because we don't want to divert it away. And, next thing you know, someone with the name Johnny's getting, beat up, taken out, or their channel being hacked or harassed or whatever. So, like I said, no offense to Triple T or any of them over there or Church or any of them dudes. But if you can change that dude's name, that might help. Or just quit using his name or whatever. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And like I said, I've seen it where people get mistaken identity or they don't know the whole story and they just start picking out anybody with that name or whatever and accusing them. So I've seen it. We do crime over here also. And I've seen that in the crime sector where other people get attacked in chats because they think they're talking about someone else when they're really not. But when I seen this and heard this, I was like, oh, that explains a lot to what's going on over there in the crime or in the country rap thing or whatever it is, the rap thing over there. And from what they're saying, this Johnny Gobble guy knew someone or was or something, I don't know, but lied about some paperwork that they had on a guy or another guy. And Johnny Gobble told everybody it was all a bunch of lies because he was promoting this country rapper or something like that. I'm really not sure if I got the whole story straight, but it comes to find out he lied. He himself, Johnny Gobble, I think people are saying he's a little cuckoo crazy and stuff. And he lied, and the truth came out now that these people actually did some bad things, and it might be one of them situations where the guy was younger, maybe he was 17, 16 or whatever, but still, 13-year-old. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. And when you're a star, if this dude's a music dude or whatever, you got to watch out. You would not believe how many of these women have underage IDs to get into the show, right? And believe it or not, watch rock and roll. Watch some documentaries on the groupies. They had their own kids that were 12, 13-year olds going in. They were training them to be groupies. Watch the Cream. Uh, Meet Mr. Baker. He talked about that. These chicks they'd have fake IDs. They were underage, 15, 16-year-old girls. He called them star effers because they would make fake IDs, say they're 21, get into the show. They wanted to sleep with somebody famous. That's a proven fact. These people are telling you, oh, that don't happen, are full of shit. They're full of shit. Some of these women train their kids to do that and then turn around and sue them, claiming they were underage. You guys better watch out there. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't know this predicament that this Johnny Gobbles in, or this other dude that he's backing or whatever over there. I don't know what their situation was, right? I have no idea. None of my business, but I can tell you this much. It's just a little bit too crazy for me. And you got to watch out for that shit because it does happen. And watch your rock and roll documentaries. And they even talk about that in the rock and roll documentaries. Right? Everybody's out for $1. They can get you to sleep with an underage kid and you not know it, and then turn around and blackmail you. You bet your ass they will. I think you boys better open your eyes. Right, so what do? I don't know. Just be hunker down, close your hatches, watch out, make sure anyone coming in. This is crazy. This explains what's going on in that. We don't have this shit in rock and roll in much of country or rock and roll. I don't do the rap thing. I'm not no rapper. I'll joke around and rap sometimes. I don't know. I've never really tried to be a rapper. I might be. Who knows? Am I gonna ever be good at it? No, because I'm not. I know it's not me. I'm white. I know it don't matter if you're a rapper, what color you are. You can rap. That's true. I've always left it to the brothers. Just saying. I'm just saying. So I don't even know if we should watch any more of this because, Triple T opens it up. And I guess this Johnny Gobble dude kept having this guy on his panel and lying to people, saying it was all lie, yada, yada, and support them and all this. But I guess they're saying it's true. And like I said, Triple T was talking about what these girls were made to do or whatever. Oh, whoa. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? It's pretty crazy. And like I said, I don't know if I should play this whole thing because out of respect to Triple T, I don't want to get struck or anything. Out of the country rap or country, whatever they call it, rap or country rap. Respect, I'm just saying, this explains what's going on, not only within that community. It's possible some of them might be right. They might have been trying to let's cover this up, maybe push it off somewhere else, someone else. Maybe. We don't know. I don't know. Kind of crazy. It's sad that community's having some troubles. War, uh, cover-ups and stuff like that. I feel for them all. right? And you know, we don't know this dude's predicament. This might have happened when this dude himself was 15, 16. He might have slept with a 13-year-old. Uh, you know, did he know it? I don't know. You know, we don't know. We don't know the situation. Am I going to hang the guy? Well, you know, I hate to say it, folks. Uh, I'm not sticking up for the dude, but I've been to rock shows. Okay, I've seen 13, 14-year-old girls that look like they were 21 and built like effing brick houses. But they were there with their mother on a school field trip. You know, you're like, what? Yeah, yeah, you guys better watch yourselves. Am I lying, Debbie? Am I lying? Yeah. No. I know they look beautiful. I know they're built like brick crap houses, but they're only 13 dudes. That's just like that guitar player chick. All the dudes a couple years back coming back here. Did you see that chick playing guitar? And uh, man, did you see her body? What is her? Mimi Sounds. I'm a sub to her. And she's an excellent guitar player. She's a great guitar player. And they were coming out. Did you see her? You know, talking about. I'm like, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. She ain't even 18 yet, dudes. What are you dudes doing? You know, they're talking about her body and everything. I'm like, she's not. She's a musician, and we see this all over YouTube. I've been in many women's chats where they're playing guitars and there'll be dudes in there. You're beautiful. Uh, can you take your clothes? I mean, what the? She's a musician, right? She's not a stripper. You see that all the time. You see it all the time. I've witnessed it myself in Mimi Sounds chat while she's playing guitar. Dudes, I don't know what it is with dudes, right? When they see a woman, they see sexuality, right? They don't care about her talent or anything that she can play guitar. And there's even dudes in there saying stuff. They got to block stuff and time people out in there too. So you just got to be careful, man. Well, you know, I feel sorry for the country rap thing. Hopefully they get it straightened out there. I guess they're saying, I was in that chat, some of them people were saying that Johnny Gobble dude is one evil SOB. I, I don't know, he might be into that stuff. I don't know. But they weren't happy with him over there. And I don't know. I've seen him on YouTube talking about stuff with Upchurch or whatever. I don't think he's a singer or anything like that. I'm not sure. He might be. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, it was ugly over there. I got out of there, man. It's just you get in some of these chats and you're fish bait. Right? You don't know somebody or something. You're fresh meat. It's like going into a prison. Put a telephone book taped around your butt. This is not good. But, you know, this is a problem. It's been going on. They've been having troubles over there for a long time. Long time, man. They've been having troubles over there. Hopefully it ends soon and get it over with, get back to music. No, that's what it's all supposed to be about, is the music. People don't listen. You get into that rap stuff. And you gotta be a tough SOB, right? Because everybody knows rap is the streets. They don't care if you're rapping about little Mary had a little lamb or whatever, right? It's a whole different world. That's why I'm like, I'm out. We'll stick over here with the classic rock and the rock and roll, country music and R&B. Debbie told me don't ever try and rap again. That's what Debbie told me in chat. I was rapping one night. She said, don't ever try and do that again. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a rapper. She said, "Don't do that." I was laying the bars down. She was laughing, but she was like, "Don't ever try and be a rapper again." Hey, I hope they get shit straightened out over there. I hope they get back to rock and roll. Well, not rock and roll. Their music. Do I listen to it? Not really. The music I listen to, uh, don't talk about bashing people or whatever. Uh, no, Snoop Dogg. I'll listen to a couple of his songs. Eminem. But other than that, maybe Ice Cube. But his lighter stuff, not when he was, heavy into the gang stuff. Uh, no, there's a couple, but and I've listened to a couple of Up Church's tunes or whatever. As long as they're not talking about killing each other, banging each other's broads, uh, no, that's just some people love it. Not me too much. Like I'll listen to it, not too much. But yeah, this explains everything. And I guess this Johnny Gobble dude is in Ryan Upchurch's camp, and these other dudes that supposedly this one guy said has records for sexual assault and stuff against minors is on Calhoun's side of the camp. So you got these people, and the truth now has been exposed. So this is crazy, if you ask me. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Debbie, what do you think about this? Hello, Tiffany Hazelwood. How you doing tonight? What are you thinking, Deb? You think it's just about, could it explain why a lot of people are getting trolled? I think Calhoun was saying Upchurch was trolling a lot of people or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. I've had a couple creakers in my channel before. Uh, you know, and like I said, I think Upchurch played out here in this small little town at the 4-H fair. I don't know, 5 years ago or something, maybe a little longer than that. So it's possible they were creakers from around here, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Debbie says maybe. Nah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe, but yeah, it is. No, I don't. And then we had that big thing where Upchurch had a fallout with Johnny Cashville. No, I'm not Johnny Gobble Cashville, so please don't get my channel mixed up with them. No disrespect or anything, but something like that, misidentification or misnamed, or you can get a channel wrecked or someone can get hurt. And believe me, I got punched in the face many times of things I didn't do. For things I have no idea who that person is. But you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. You get the punch in the face. Right? That's what happens. We've all been there. I know there's going to be people that say that don't happen, but believe it or not, folks, it happens every day. This whole, ow, dang it, this whole conspiracy thing. Oh, we got a new one. Jake Martin's in there. People who don't know what they are talking about shouldn't speak on certain things, just spinning false narratives. I don't know. I guess it's true. I mean, I can play more of this video and listen to what they're saying. Johnny Gobble saying he didn't know. He didn't know. But they're saying he did know. He had him on his panel numerous times. I could play this video and let you listen to it, but it's pretty graphic. I'm just letting you know it's pretty graphic if you want to listen to it. I don't even want to play it because I don't want it to be that. I don't want people to, Hell, I don't want my channel to get struck. Let me remove that for a minute. But I think we are talking. I think we do know about what we're talking about. On this channel, a lot of people say, "I don't know what I know." He don't know what he's talking about. Oh, I think we do. I think we do know what we're talking about on this channel. Watch the documentaries on rock and roll and groupies and what these people do, uh, because they're power. You know. Um, and now that's not me saying it. That was Triple T saying that this guy, this 13 and 14-year-old were forced on their knees to do stuff. Now I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard too. And that's when it started exploding, and I was like, I'm out of it. So it does happen. Whatever the narrative may be, or whatever the situation may be over there, it sucks to be in that position. But it happens more than what you would think. And on both sides of the camp, that probably explains why there's so much commotion within that rap thing going on, the country rap thing. It could be. They're at each other's throat a lot over there. They should just get back to their music and stuff. This has been a bit. We've been following it, and other people have been following the country rap stuff for a while, just because it's uh, uh, blown up into this big thing. Now whether they deliberately uh, uh, scripted it to bring more attention to country rap, that's possible. For all we know, all they're saying might be lie, all scripted to bring what? Suck people in. And what does that do? Well, it brings them into their music, plus subs, views, Snapchats, Tootsie Rolls, and little I love you, you owe me, uh, money, Snapchats, whatever it is, whatever they call it, right? It's possible. It's called publicity. Any publicity is good, even bad, right? We've heard many people from music up and say, "Oh, he did that and this and that." You know, my God, how could he do that? I don't know, but his views and subs and his publicity has skyrocketed, right? So yeah, publicity stunts maybe, but it also might be true what Triple T and the rest of these guys are saying. It might be true. I mean, it might be true. And it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. It's part of it. It just goes with it. It seems like. I mean, we all have our right to voice our opinion on it. And I'm no rap star. That's why I'll tell you, I'm not no rapper. I can sing, play guitar, but I ain't no rapper. But like I've said, I've had them over here in my chat, uh, creakers or whatever they call them. Their titles were Creaker or something like that, or their name was Creaker Squad or something. But this was years ago. This was years and years ago, when I was doing cover songs and uh, playing music, guitar and singing. Uh, but that was many years, way before this stuff happened. I think all this Johnny Go, whatever his name is. Hey, I feel for everyone over there on that. We're seeing it everywhere. Well, we've even had bad troubles here on this channel with people coming in and trying to cause trouble or whatever. Especially if you cover any kind of crime or say anything about another channel, uh, doing something wrong or saying something wrong or whatever, you're going to get backlash. You're going to have people wanting to fight, wanting to do all kinds of. It's like children's stuff. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the deal is over there. I've seen already a bunch of people cover this situation, right? So I don't know. I'm not going to get too deep into that shit over there. That's that rap sector. They put caps in people's asses and shit. I ain't getting over there. I'm just saying. I'm making content and just voicing my opinion. Is it possible the dude was set up? Oh yeah, very possible the dude was set up. In today's world, oh yeah, oh yeah, wouldn't shock me one bit. Is it possible he knew their age or whatever? Did it anyways because he was gonna be famous or whatever, and no one, that's possible. We've seen that. Numerous reasons why, right? Numerous reasons why. Do I believe it all? Well, not until I seen the arrest record of it. One of these guys getting locked up. Then I probably would believe it. But like I said, publicity. And the whole dang thing might be for publicity or whatever. Well, we wish no bad luck on that community. We hope things work out over there. In Jesus' name, amen. I mean, we've been hit enough over here with all kinds of stuff. I just had a couple deaths in the family, so I've been depressed the past couple of days. But other than that, you know, it's happening everywhere on YouTube. They're hitting everybody everywhere. All the troll farms have come out, right? And not much you can do about it. Sit back and watch it. That's all you really can do. Voice your opinion on it. And here's my thing. I think they would have more people in them chats if they didn't have people going crazy every time you made your opinion on something. That's why a lot of people back out of these chats, right? You'll see 150, 200 people in there, maybe. Uh, you'll see 400 people in there, and then someone say something someone don't like, and then you see them start dwindling away, meaning they're backing out of the chat because something they said triggered somebody. They got pissed. And then you see people start, oh, here it comes. We can't even comment in a chat that we sub to without being attacked or put on a pedestal or whatever. And you can actually see numbers start dropping off, right? People back out. No, confirmation, we just wanted to voice our opinion and say hi or whatever. And that's happened to this chat before. I believe it or not, when I first got on YouTube, I had the views. People were, I got tons of views. Uh, there was times I had 3, 4, 500 people when I had views. But I wasn't getting the subs. When I first started, I wasn't getting the subs. I was getting the views, but no subs. But over time, that dwindles away. Right? People get tired of listening to the same thing over and over again for 10, 20 years. It's like Led Zeppelin, right? How long have I listened to Stairway to Heaven? Well, long enough where if I don't hear it for a year, I think I'll survive. Right? I've been listening to it for 50 some years. Yeah, eventually it gets old. I know Stairways to Heaven never gets old. Well, I know that, but to some of these people, they're like, I can't listen to that song anymore. Well, I understand. I've been listening to it for 50 years. It's all over the place. Right? But that's good because then that opens the book to Led Zeppelin's catalog. Right? God, I'm so tired of Stairways to Heaven. What else they got? And then people go out and they buy the records. They buy the CDs because they want something more than what they hear on the radio. Stairway to Heaven. It's all part of a plan, folks. That's why they don't release certain things out first. Right? They keep the good stuff. They want you to buy that record. So that's my take on this thing. Be safe over there, that country rap stuff. There's a war going on. Well, I don't have no personal beef with these people. I don't know them. But it can get out of hand and it can trickle over, and other people can get attacked from just going in their chat. It's happened to me. So, like I said, these people saying that, oh, you're imagining things, you're making it up. No, we're not making it up. I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. I'm an idiot, but I ain't that much of an idiot. It happens all the time. There's a lot of people saying they want to vote to get most of this stuff off of YouTube, which might be happening. There's a lot of people saying they want to vote to get this drama crime crap off, and those other channels that are damaging to society or whatever. They might be true. They might be doing that here soon. That very well might be true. Things are changing. What Bob Dylan sing? Times they are changing. Something like that. Some song, folks. Be safe, folks. God bless. We hope they get things straightened out over there, in that community, that music genre. We hope things get straightened out of there. You never want to see anybody get hurt, and you never want to cause any trouble or whatever. And it's your right of freedom of speech and to voice your opinion. And I can guarantee you, if they would ease up over there, they probably would bring in more people into them chats. Calhoun needs to slow his chat down. That chat just up church's chat. You can comment 6 times and you're not going to see it. Right? What do people want? Well, they want to be a part of something. And they go in there and make a comment no matter what it is, and you get attacked. You can see the numbers drop. Now, they might not care about it. The country rap community might not care about it. Nah, screw them. I got millions. Well, all right. That's fine. You have the right to. I'm speaking as a sub, a viewer, and an idiot. You'd probably bring in more people if you lighten up over there and be adults and talk civilly and not get attacked every time someone voices an opinion. No, I imagine it probably would raise their views, or at least their chat amount of people. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think a lot of people back out. They'll go in, comment a couple times, and back out because you just don't want to say anything that spark anything over there. And then they track you back to your channel. You go live, and you got a bunch of people pissed off in your chat. Now, F you, attacking your chat and shit. That happened to me one live. They all came to my chat and started attacking me. My mods were like, maybe you should shut down for a half hour. They were just going crazy, man. They were just hitting it big time. Like, hell no. Dig in. About a half an hour after just timing people out, after all of us were timing them out, putting them in timeout. I'm like, maybe I should shut it down. So I shut it down. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I would never do that. If someone comes in here, attacks me, I still don't go in their lives and attack them or do anything. But that's difference between me and other people. It's a zoo. It's crazy. It's just too far gone. And it might be something in the air, and it might actually be something in the water, and they think I'm joking. I'm like, I don't think so. Right? If you notice and look around, everybody's tempers snapping. We got problems coming, boys. I think there's problems coming. Someone done did something. Maybe put too much gunpowder in the meat, or something ain't right, because I noticed that too with other people I've been talking with. Boom, boom, boom. Their tempers just are popping up everywhere. Everybody's just boom, 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 popping up. Something. Maybe roid rage or something in the air tonight, is what Phil Collins said. Maybe we're waiting to see the devil himself emerge. I don't know. We'll be ready. Them 50 cals ready. Get them warthogs flying around and everything. Get them jets out here and fucking might go crazy. Pop up. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Shut down everything. I'm telling you what, I wish they'd get them CBRAM devices going here pretty soon. Trump keeps saying, well, wait till you see it. Let's see it. Get it going. Get it going. And hey, we got a couple warships that we're getting ready to put on the shelf, and I say, screw that. You drop them suckers up here in Lake Michigan, up here by me, and we can use them for firepower in case any of these idiots out here in America decide to want to start a war. We can use them battleships in Michigan and keep the guns going. It don't need to float. We'll ankle the sucker right in the middle of Lake. Give me some Gucci, Michigan up here, and for firepower, we can hit down anywhere. Wasting our money. Well, we'll take them apart, Johnny. We'll sell them. Keep them. We can use them. Probably get 3 or 4 of them battleships up there in Michigan. Better to have more power and backup than not. Why cut them up and waste them? The guns are still good. Get them up there. We got any other lakes out here we can put a battleship in America? I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to have to look at them. I'm going to have to look at the maps and shit. You, I don't know. Does anyone else think like that? I'm not sure. They want to throw away toys, and I'm like, don't throw that away. We can use that. I don't care if we got to put it on wheels and roll it around. It's a battleship with guns, big ammo. Don't care. We'll pull it down the street. Don't cut it up. I'll be back. I know everyone thinks I'm crazy for talking like this. I'm like, I don't know. I've been watching too much History Channel or something, or War of the Worlds on Discovery or something. Better get my head out of it. But it makes perfect sense. Why you want to cut it up? The guns work on it? Well, the dang thing's still fire. I don't want to take it to sea. I want to put it in Lake Michigan. You don't know. We might need it. Always thinking. But then again, our technology's come so far. I'm just saying for backup. If she still fires, if all guns are firing on that before we cut it up, if we can put her right in the Lake Michigan, in the middle of it, that's firepower. We can have 360 degrees. I don't know. You guys think about it down there at Pentagon and whatever. Congress said it. You let me know. Now I'm going to end this video. Folks, I posted, what's his name? Triple T, the real Triple T. I don't know the dude. I watch his channel once in a while. I posted it in my chat. Go over there and check it out. you know, they talk about topics and stuff. They also talk about this country rap. They're into that and everything, and different topics and stuff. But go over there and check his channel out. I posted it in my chat. I want to thank everyone for stopping in. I will be back later with a nice peaceful fire tonight, unless something blows up dramatically, right? Unless we don't get hit with this black magic and everything, witchery and sorcery, or country rap wars, and whatever it is, witchery or sorcery. I hope that's not what they're doing down there. I really do. I hope that's not what they're doing. I've been hearing a lot of stuff. What's going on? I don't know if it's true, but if it is, I hope they stop using that old dirty South or something. Like, I don't know what it is. Dirty South magic or something. Maybe cracking for weeks, diarrhea. I don't know. I don't want diarrhea for 6 weeks or whatever. I'm not gonna mess with it. Uh, but you folks have a great night. God bless you all. Oh, all glory goes to God, King of Kings, Jesus. Have a good night, and we'll be back later.